What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Fallout video, and today I'm bringing you another episode of our Top 5 Mods series, and this is going to be episode 31, I believe. Also, this is all I'm saying, there's a big video coming up. That's it, that's all I'm saying. So if you guys do go on to enjoy this one, make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get right into the video.
With my two fists divine, but I'm going nowhere. Oh, yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around.
Never pay full price for games again, guys. Use the link in the description to get up to 90% off of all G2A games. Alright guys, so the first mod we have is the Gun Runners mod by Cat the Human, and the description of this mod says, this mod aims to overhaul the vanilla weaponry system in Fallout 4, giving it the artistic touch it needs. Want to turn your minigun into a plasma killing machine? Go right ahead. We gave you the tools, now it's up to you to create the weaponry of your dreams. So let's talk about what this mod has to offer. At first, the main thing I noticed was actually that now in workbenches you can actually customize different firing techniques for the weapons, such as if you have your minigun, you can now make it shoot gamma modules, flames, just high-tech lasers from the Institute and stuff like that, and basically just mod it to be really cool. It's sort of similar to the mod that lets you kind of put any weapon mod on any weapon. Like if you guys remember that mod review from a long time ago, it's sort of like that one, except it keeps the weapons from looking really like unrealistic like that mod does. And also with this mod, it doesn't make it super OP. Like you're not going to be able to shoot like mini nukes and things like that, but it does make your weapons really cool. As you can see right here, I put the gamma module on my minigun, and you can just see how awesome this looks. Now I will say that this is a little OP, so if you're not into that whole aspect of the game, you can make them really just base weapon games, so you could make it like a laser or something like that that isn't as OP. Also, everything for the weapons, such as the lighting, ballistics, and all that type of things have been improved and make the weapons look a lot better when you are shooting them, especially at night. This mod is really cool, and it is not going to be requiring any DLC or anything like that, and for the most part, it's going to be compatible with every other mod you're going to be using, other than mods that are going to be kind of affecting the base game stats of your weapons and things like that. I'm not sure if that would affect it at all. I'm sure somewhere down the line it would, so just be kind of careful in your load order. Put this at the top if you do want to run this with other weapons mods. Overall, though, this is a really decent mod, and I do recommend adding it into your load order. Alright, so the next mod we have is Ellie's Tweaks and Fixes all-in-one mod by the real Eleonora, and this mod is a quick upload from his personal tweaks mod, which changes some of the annoying things in the game and adds in some tweaks to improve it, such as it renames all bobbleheads to bobblehead big guns instead of big guns bobbleheads, so you can kind of see it in your miscellaneous tab and kind of search for them, so they're all in one group. Also, it triples the amount of resources you get from water resources. It triples the amount of electricity you get from power sources, 10 times defense score from guard towers and posts, 30 defense score from artillery, which is really nice. I do like how he added that in. Also, it fixes mutant hound chops to actually cure radiation properly. It reduces the weight of some indigestible items and grenades, such as Tatals, Mylurk eggs, Tatal flowers, and Fragnades. It also adds in a craftable mole rat disease cure you can craft in a best friend Curie under healing in ChemLab. It removes junk flag from a lot of unique games items like McCready's Toy Soldier, Jamaica Plains items, and pre-war money, cigarettes, and things like that. And a ton of other just random little things he's fixed in the game. It's sort of almost like a patch that never actually came out, because I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but they don't really pay that much attention to the broken things in Fallout 4 because they never really get fixed in all the patches. So this is really cool that he's added in a lot of other things that just make your game a lot more easy and gets rid of a lot of the just random things you do not like about Fallout 4. This is going to be one of those mods that are going to be really cool if you're doing like a modded playthrough that's really heavily modded, because you can just add in a ton of these mods that isn't going to affect your game a ton, but you definitely will notice it, and it had just a lot of really cool features. I really enjoy these mods that aren't really adding too much into the game, but more in just improving what we already have that should have been improved already by the actual developers. Instead, we have mod creators to do that. This mod does not require any DLC or anything like that, and for the most part, it's going to be compatible with pretty much everything you're going to be using, unless it does affect something directly into the game that this mod also affects. Just put it at the top of your load order if you're worried about it. Overall, though, this mod is really decent. I do enjoy it a lot, and I definitely recommend you guys trying it as well. Our next mod we have is Dr. Mobius's Infinite Stash mod by Spacetime Bender, and this is one of those mods that gives you basically a stash of a whole bunch of things in-game that you can go get if you're doing a modded playthrough, such as a whole bunch of scrap and different things like that. And this one's going to be located at Sanctuary next to the workshop. You'll see the little door right next to the workshop that you can just open and go into, and that's the place where all your items are going to be. When you first load in here, it's kind of weird. You spawn in this little room, and there's like a whole bunch of steamer trunks that's going to be located right here with nothing really insane in them. I don't really know why he added this there, and also above it, there's going to be a little lid with a whole bunch of power things. Now, I messed with this power control thing for it like a little bit, and I don't know what it affects. If you turn it off, it doesn't turn the power off to the facility or anything like that, so it's kind of confusing. I don't really know what it's there for. If you guys know, go ahead and put it in the comments. But when you do go into the room, directly to your left, there is going to be a terminal for the doctors, just if you're interested in the story behind it. And to your right is going to be all the little chests with everything labeled, which is really, really nice. It labels everything by the Institute, scrap, bottle caps, ammo, everything like that. And it's just really, really helpful how actually detailed he made this mod. I know some people don't like these types of mods where actually you can just go and grab all the items you want, but I feel like this guy made it really, really creative in the way that he did that. Also, it really is helpful for base building in my case. Like, I base build all the time, so I'm always needing a ton of materials and things like that, so I don't have time to actually go out and find all of them, and doing glitches takes a long time too. So just getting a mod and then grabbing all the scrap and stuff that I will need is really, really helpful. Another thing that's really helpful with this mod is that it gives you all the different types of ammo, which is really helpful because some ammos are really hard to find, such as like the alien ammo, which you only have a certain amount of, and below those there's actually going to be guns you can get along with those. So if you're just trying to play around, it's like look for guns that you haven't actually gotten before, that's really cool to do that too. Across from those is going to be like your type of beverages location where there's stuff to get rid of rads, there's food, there's purified water, all the different types of things for meds. And also right here is going to be a little security gate that you can go through, and this right here is like the reactor. I don't really know if this has to do with anything. I was trying to get in it or something. It doesn't really do much, but it looks kind of cool. If you go down those stairs and go to your left, down here there's going to be like a workroom and also a sleeping quarters for you down here. That's really detailed and looks nice, and he has just so much things here to actually make it look like a real living quarters and super detailed. Now, that is pretty much this mod has to offer. It doesn't require any DLC or anything like that. Also, it's going to be compatible with every mod you would use for the most part. I don't know why anything else wouldn't work with this, but overall, it's a pretty solid mod. You even get your own little personal set of power armor. Our next mod we have is a Simple Crafting Mod 2.0 by Andrew CX, and if you guys do remember, I reviewed the Simple Crafting mod, just the first version, a long time ago. But basically what that mod allowed you to do was just craft campfires, mattresses, tents, and things like that all around the map, which is really cool. But now what the 2.0 version does, Simple Crafting 2.0 now allows you to set up a limited use workshop by deploying a campfire in any non-settlement location, and the campfire allows you to build a small range of items, including sleeping bags and mattresses and tents and things like that, like the previous version did. You can now move campfires around in workbench mode, but if you do accidentally save them to your workbench, your game kind of breaks a little bit, and you will have to revert to your old save, so make sure you save before you actually use this mod in case you do make a mistake or something like that. The only downside of this mod is that you are going to need some DLC for this, and that is the Wasteland Workshop DLC as well as Far Harbor. So you are going to need some DLC with this, which kind of sucks, but it's not going to be affecting any other mods or anything like that. And overall, it's a pretty solid mod. This mod creator seems like he's updating this mod like regularly and adding in new features and things like that, and I'm excited to see what he has for the future. Our final mod we have is Sanctuary Estates, the complete Sanctuary Hills overhaul mod by Mad Rocks. And this is a whole new settlement from like completely different Sanctuary. Adds in a ton of new buildings and makes it look almost like a resort. The description of this mod says, "Welcome to Sanctuary Estates, for you to decorate and come after a hard day's work pleasing Preston or mowing down some super mutants. Moving parts all over the place, some slightly bigger than others." Some important things to know about this mod is when you do fast travel this place, fast travel to a place near it because this place is really big and a lot of things need to load in. So if you do directly fast travel to this place, you're going to get really bad frames per second. Also, there's going to be generators in every house, and start with connecting a wire to the fuse box and connecting them to the two connectors you'll see in the house. So by the time you do it to all the houses, they're all going to be on different grids, so if one power source goes out, your whole base is not going to go out. Also, most mods like this are going to affect other mods, but in here he does state that feel free to try with other mods. Most mods that do like do with building and things like that, you can use for here. So you can do a really cool build for this place. I'm excited to see if any of my subs make a really cool build. If you do, send me some pictures of it. It'd be really cool. And also, it does not require any DLC for this mod. So to show you guys more of this mod, I'm going to basically make a little time lapse for you, me going around and exploring this whole place. So I'm going to be pretty much done talking right now. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.